everybody. Welcome back. I'm Josie, and I'm in the light group with Mandy at Seek Heavenly Things. Guillermo de la Parra, 303. They are the first Adam and Eve of the original kingdom. We're all here with Jesus in this light circle, and Jesus has brought so many of us together to be faithful and obedient to Him because He knew we would. And we were supposed to do videos about our walk with Jesus, our life, and however we decide to do it. So I asked Jesus to come and help me with my video yesterday, and He came in a big way. And so I asked Him what He wanted me to talk about, and He put it in my spirit to talk about when I was young, and I would curse Him. And I was young, and so now I'm trying to break it down to explain what happened in that video. So what happened in that video was purging. Jesus wanted me to show purging and how when we fall, how we get back up. What do we do when we get back up? Do we go to Jesus when we fall? Do we get up and go to His feet and say, look what I've done. I've done this. I've done that. And then you'll get this stirring in your spirit, and you will feel Him in your spirit. So when I was young and I was cursing on Jesus, and I just need to try to explain it's pretty powerful what Jesus was putting in my spirit after I did the video. And so what happened when I was doing yesterday was called purging, and I was purging in front of the whole world. But I know that Jesus, I asked Him to come into this video, and I asked Him to help me with it. So I know that He was helping me be vulnerable. He was trying to show the world this is how to purge. When you feel like you can't be forgiven, when you feel like you've done the ultimate sin or anything like that, Jesus is showing us how He forgives us, and He's not a wrath of God. He's a God of love. The whole time, all He's ever done was love on me. It's all just been love, all encompassing, warm, beautiful love, encompassing like all around me. I could feel the warmth. I could feel the love penetrating into my flesh and spirit and soul and my essence, my everything. Like He just in through me, as we are vessels, in through us. I could feel it all around me. I could feel Him wrapping that warm love around me. Because I would curse Him when I was little. I couldn't, and then as soon as I would find my toy, I couldn't find my toy, and I would say, "Where's my toy? I hate you if you can't find my toy." And it hurts less to say it now because, and then bless you, yesterday I purged again. Whatever, I still felt like I felt bad still, And I'll tell you why it's okay that I feel less upset about that now. I'll tell you why. Then I couldn't find my toy, and then all of a sudden I would find my toy. There it was. And then I had regret, and I had sadness, and I'm like, oh no, how is Jesus going to forgive me now? How? I just cursed Him. I just told Him I hated Him. And I really hated on Him. And all I felt when I hated on Him, as I was praying and hating on Him, right, is I felt His love. I felt His warm love as I was hating on Him. And that's not a wrath of God. It's not. I never felt His wrath. I never felt like, oh no, I'm feeling like this is it. I'm in trouble. I would look down and find my toy, and then I'd feel regret. Oh man. So first I'd feel hate, and then I still felt His love. I would find my toy, and I still felt His love, and I would actually feel Him smiling, His warm countenance. That's His beautiful smile, just wrapping around me with His warmth and love. So that's not a God of wrath. It's not. It's a God of all love. Look what I was doing to Him, and look how He responded to me. Every time when I would get up, I went to Jesus. I would fall at Jesus. I would fall angry at Him, and I was going to Him as I was angry, and I would get up with Him, still going to Him. So it was all love. And then even after so there's that, all love. And then as I got older, I still did stuff like that as I got older. And then came to a point where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my Jesus. This is my Jesus. It's all been love. What am I doing? So I finally grew up. I finally went to Jesus, and one day, and I'm like, Jesus, how can you forgive me? I can just throw myself into the lake of fire. How can you forgive me? Look what I've done to you, you know? And I went on and bawled like I was doing last night, but probably worse, which is purging, which we're getting the uh, the darkness out of our heart when we do that. And that's why he was having me show you that, because I asked him to come into my video yesterday. He made me so vulnerable, and I'm like, I felt, of course, it felt kind of, but at the same time, I knew Jesus was doing it because I knew he was with me, and I felt comforted by that, and I knew it was okay. He made me know it was okay in my falling apart yesterday, in my being vulnerable, showing the world how we purge and we go to Jesus. And with purging, we're upset and we're sad and we're regretful, but we still are going to Jesus as we're purging to Jesus. We're giving it to him. I was giving it to him yesterday. I was taking all that rest of that pain out of my heart, and I was giving it to him, and he was taking it. And you do that before you're saved, you do that after you're saved. We just do that. Whenever we purge, whatever we do, we go to Jesus' feet. We lay it at his feet. And he took it. We took the rest of it yesterday. And I'm actually feeling better. I can talk about it now, how mean I was to him, because I know, and I'll tell you why in a minute, why I know that I am forgiven. So, and then I asked him, how can you forgive me? How can you forgive me? And it took a while. I'm bawling. It took a while. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm falling. I fell apart like that, but worse. How can you forgive me? I'm like nothing. I'm dirt. you know. And then I heard him say, he said to me, like I said, when I was young, I've always talked to Jesus. So I've opened up my myself to him. When you're allowing it, we have full control. We have free will. So I opened up to him. I allowed him, because I'm speaking to him. So I'm allowing him to come through and speak to me. I'm allowing it with my free will. That's what he gave us. That's why we're vessels. I opened up my vessel to Jesus. If you don't open your vessel up to Jesus, you're going to open up your vessel to something else. And it's going to cause you torture, pain, and your family. So I opened up myself to Jesus. It's always been Jesus. And my grandma helped me with that, and I explained how she helped me with that. And Jesus, as I was falling apart, and I said, how can you forgive me, a wretch like me? How? And Jesus met me where I was at in that time, where he always meets us where we're at, with his love, full encompassing love all around me, in through my vessel, all around my vessel. It was just like right now I'm getting all tingly. And he encompassed me with full love. There was no wrath. There was no disappointment. It was all just love. And I felt in my spirit, and I felt him say, but at least you came to me. You came to me. I came to him this is what he told me. I came to him in my anger. I came to him in my sadness. I came to my forgiveness. I came to him in my, how can you forgive me? In my blaming myself. And now I can never be clean. He said, at least you came to me. You came to me. And then after that, I said, well, how do I ask forgiveness, Jesus? How do you forgive me from this? Because now he told me, you came to me. Okay, all right, I came to you, but now how do you forgive? How do I ask forgiveness? People don't know. How do I ask forgiveness? I'm crying out to him, like, okay, but how do I ask that you take this from me? I don't know what to say. Do I say some prayer? Do I do some something through me? Do I have to read a text? As I was doing that, I heard Jesus say, just give it to me. And I stopped. I literally stopped. I didn't say this on my video because now I'm cleaning it up. I was a mess yesterday. I think Jesus is like, okay, she's had enough. And I heard him say, just give it to me. That's all he said. Just give it to me. And I felt in my spirit, it is finished. That's how I said he already forgave me. That's how I knew he already forgave me. And all he said was, give it to me. And I had a knowing. There was a knowing in my spirit that he had already forgiven me. And that I felt in my spirit him say, it's finished. It's already finished. So this is kind of what he wants us to go through. So I love you all. And God bless.